Namaskar, and a very warm welcome to all my amazing friends. I'm Rosy, and you've just watched VARADA English, your special place to learn English with confidence and joy. Are you ready for today's lesson? Let's begin. Today, we are going to talk about something very, very important. We always hear about what we should do to learn English, like study grammar, practice speaking, and learn new words. But have you ever thought about what you should stop doing? Sometimes, the secret to success is not in adding more things to your life, but in removing the wrong things. I have made many mistakes in my own English learning journey. I felt stuck, nervous, and I thought maybe I would never be good enough. But when I stopped doing certain things, my English improved faster, and I started to enjoy the process. So, based on my personal experience, here are 5 things you should never do when learning English. Let's begin. Mistake number 1. Never think that native speakers are perfect. This is a very big and common mistake. When I started learning English, I used to watch Hollywood movies and YouTube videos. I thought the people speaking English were perfect. Their accent was so smooth, their words came so easily. I put them on a very high level in my mind, like they were superhumans. And then I would compare myself to them. I would listen to my own voice and think, my accent is so Indian, I can't pronounce that word, I don't sound like them. This comparison made me feel very sad and anxious. Every time I had to speak English, I would get so nervous. I was afraid that people would judge me for not being perfect. But my friends, this is the truth. Native speakers are not perfect. What does this mean? They make grammar mistakes too sometimes. They forget words. They have different accents even in their own countries. They don't know every single word in the English language. The goal of learning English is not to sound exactly like someone from London or New York. The goal is communication. The goal is to share your ideas, your thoughts, and your feelings with the world. Your accent is a beautiful part of your identity. It tells people that you are from Bharat, that you can speak more than one language. That is a superpower. When you speak English with your Indian accent, you are not making a mistake. You are showing the world your story. So please, never put native speakers on a pedestal. See them as normal people who just happen to have English as their first language. Your English is valid, your voice is important, and your goal is to communicate, not to imitate. Mistake number 2. Never let perfectionism steal your joy. This mistake is connected to the first one. Perfectionism is the feeling that everything must be 100% correct with 0 errors. It is a very dangerous trap for language learners. In the past, I was a perfectionist. I would not speak a sentence until I was sure it was 100% grammatically correct in my mind. I was so afraid of making a small mistake, like using a instead of the, or using the wrong preposition, like on instead of in. Because of this, I spoke very little. I felt stressed while learning. I avoided conversations with others. I never enjoyed the process of learning. I thought perfectionism would help me become better, but it actually stopped me from practicing, and practice is the only way to improve. Think about a small child learning to walk. Does the child think, oh, I might fall down, so I will not try to walk? No, the child falls again and again, but it never stops trying. And one day, the child starts walking, then running. For that child, the joy of moving is bigger than the fear of falling. You must be like that child. Mistakes are not your enemies, they are your teachers. Every time you make a mistake, you learn something new. If you say a wrong word and someone corrects you, you will remember it for your whole life. That is a gift. So please, don't let the search for perfect English take away the joy of learning. Relax, allow yourself to make mistakes and enjoy the journey. Speak, even if your sentence is simple. Write, even if your grammar is not perfect. The joy of expressing yourself is much more important than perfect grammar. Mistake number 3. Never test yourself constantly. I know many students who are always worried about their level. They are always asking, am I a beginner, intermediate, advanced? They take online tests every week to check their level. I also did this. One day, an online test would tell me I am at a B2 level, and I would feel so happy and proud. The next day, a different test would say I am only at a B1 level, and I would feel so sad and discouraged. My entire mood depended on the result of a test. But my friends, these tests are often not very accurate. They test only a few specific things. They cannot measure your true ability to communicate in real life. Your real level is not what a test says. Your real level is what you can do with English. Instead of taking tests, ask yourself these 2 simple questions. 1. Do I understand what people are saying? When you watch an English video, listen to a song or talk to someone, how much can you understand? 2. Do people understand me? When you speak, can the other person understand your main message? These are the most important tests. If the answer is yes to both, then your English is great. If the answer is sometimes or a little, then you know you need to practice more listening and speaking. This is a much better and more practical way to see your progress. Stop worrying about labels like intermediate or advanced. Focus on communication. That is the real goal. Mistake number 4. Never follow your textbook like a strict law. In school, we are taught in a fixed order. First, we learn simple present tense, then present continuous, then simple past, and so on. The textbook is our king. This makes us think that we cannot learn a grammar rule if it is in a higher chapter. I used to think, oh, that is advanced grammar. I am not ready for it. I will learn it next year. This is a very limiting belief. In real life, language does not follow a textbook syllabus. When you watch a cricket match in English, the commentators use many different tenses and structures. When you watch a tech review, you will hear specific vocabulary that your textbook never taught you. So, you must change your approach. Learn what you need and what you see. If you are trying to talk about something that happened yesterday, you need the past tense. Go and learn it today. Don't wait for your textbook to teach you next month. If you are watching a movie and you hear a grammar pattern again and again, like, I have been waiting, it is a sign that this pattern is useful. Go to YouTube and search for present perfect continuous tense explanation. Learn it at that moment. Your learning should be connected to your life and your interests. If you love cooking, learn cooking-related words. If you love technology, learn tech vocabulary. This makes learning more interesting and much more effective. Give yourself the freedom to learn what you want when you need it. Mistake number 5. Never study for the wrong goal. What is your goal for learning English? Many people say, I want to become fluent. But what does fluent really mean? It is a very vague word. For some, it means speaking fast. For others, it means knowing many words. In the past, I was also running after this idea of fluency. I was always looking for a secret, magic method that would make me fluent in just 3 months. I thought there was a shortcut. But let me tell you, my friends, learning English is a journey, not a destination. If you only focus on the end goal, you will miss the beauty of the journey. Don't study just to become fluent. Study to connect, to communicate, and to grow. Your goal should be meaningful. For example, I want to learn English so I can talk to my friends from other countries. I want to learn English so I can understand the lyrics of my favorite English songs. I want to learn English so I can get a better job and support my family. I want to learn English so I can read amazing storybooks and watch movies without subtitles. These are powerful, emotional goals. When you have a goal like this, the process of learning becomes enjoyable. You are not just memorizing words, you are opening doors to new worlds. So, stop chasing the label of fluent. Instead, focus on the small happy moments. Feel happy when you understand a joke in an English sitcom. Feel proud when you help a tourist with directions. Feel excited when you learn a new word that perfectly expresses your feeling. This is real success. So, my dear friends, these are the 5 things you should never do when learning English. 1. Never think native speakers are perfect. Your accent is beautiful. Communicate, don't imitate. 2. Never let perfectionism steal your joy. Make mistakes and learn from them. Enjoy the journey. 3. Never test yourself constantly. Your real test is, can you understand and be understood? 4. Never follow your textbook like a strict law. Learn what you need and what you see in real life. 5. Never study for the wrong goal. Study to connect and communicate, not just to become fluent. Learning English is an amazing adventure. It is not about being perfect. It is about being better than you were yesterday. Be kind to yourself, be patient, and most importantly, enjoy every step. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who are also learning English. Don't forget to subscribe to VARADA English and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new lesson. Thank you so much for watching. Keep learning, keep growing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.